You are live.
Okay, great. Good morning. I'm going to bring the Coastal Permit Administrator hearing to order of September 11th, 2025. It is 11 a.m. And let's see, Clerk, do we have a determination of notice?
All items on the agenda have been properly noticed.
Okay, great. Thank you. Moving into the regular calendar, we have case CDP 2025-0003 for the owner Jeff and Joan Stanford and applicant agent Cody Weber. And our staff planner is Mark Kleiser. May I have your presentation,
Yes.
please?
Good morning. Planner Mark Kleiser for CDP 2025-0003. This is a standard coastal development permit to install a ground mount ballast solar system in the coastal zone, approximately 0.7 miles southeast of Mendocino Town Center on the east side of State Route 1 at its intersection with Kamshi-Ukiah Road. Project is addressed at 44900 Kamshi-Ukiah Road in Mendocino, assessor parcel number 119-30002. The ground mount solar will convert DC power and grid tie onto the existing utility, and power generated will be used to offset current power use. The project is considered an accessory use in the rural residential zoning district, and the array will be installed in an existing horse pasture at the northeast corner of Highway 1 and Kamshi-Ukiah Road, directly west of the Stanford Inn Resort. The field has been used as a horse field for decades. Minimal ground disturbance is required and no vegetation will be removed to accommodate for this project. The parcel is designated as conditionally highly scenic, and the solar array will be momentarily visible from Highway 1 and from limited areas on adjacent highly scenic parcels. However, the project will not be visible from the town of Mendocino. Conditions of approval have been included to address this visibility, and it will require the applicant plant locally native trees and shrubs along the southern and western property boundaries in a manner that, when the species are fully grown, they will block public views to the array. No comments of concern have been received from the public or responsible agencies. Staff conducted a site visit on April 15th, 2025 with the Coastal Commission and CDFW. The Coastal Commission recommended the previously stated condition for screening, and CDFW noted that due to the location of the project within a heavily used horse pasture, the presence of sensitive species is unlikely. However, they requested a condition of approval be included requiring removal of non-native species in the subject area. This is captured in condition of approval 11. With added conditions of approval, the project is consistent with the goals and policies of the local coastal program, and the project meets the criteria for categorical exemption from CEQA under section 15303 utility extensions. All findings required under MCC Chapter 20.5 through 2 can be made, and staff recommends approval of the project.
Great, thank you for that presentation. I have no questions for staff at this time, so I will look to see if we have a representative of the application available. I'm assuming online, given that we have no members of the public in the room. If you are representing the application, you can indicate so by using the raise hand feature. Oh, okay, perfect. I see we have Ms. Johnson brought you over. Please unmute and state your name.
Hi, my name is Kayla Johnson with New Gen Energy, now Mars Energy, and we've been working this project for the last few years.
Okay, great. And then do you have any questions or comments regarding staff's recommendations?
Not right now. I think the main thing is in order to keep NEM 2 requirements with PG&E, we do need to start construction in October. So I'm hoping we've provided everything over the last year to be able to satisfy moving the project forward. I know we do need to resubmit for plan review as well. So we're up against a really tight deadline for this project with the utility. So anything we can do to help expedite approval, I'm more than happy to do.
Okay. Well, thank you for your comments and thank you for being here today. I'm going to go ahead then and open up the public hearing and see if we have any members of the public that wish to speak on this item. And it looks like we have our Sherwood Valley. Go ahead. Yes, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Good morning, this is Valerie. I would just like to say for this project, for the revegetation part, we'd like to work with the landowner to put some local traditional indigenous plants on the re-veg.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for that comment. Okay, and any others, members of the public who wish to speak on this item? Okay, seeing no hands raised, I'll bring it back to the coastal permit administrator. And so, Ms. Johnson, did you have any concerns with working with the tribe as well on identifying some native plantings to include?
Not at all. We've actually already talked to the homeowners and the property owners, and they're more than happy to work with the team.
Okay, great. So glad to hear that. Wonderful. Okay, so with that, I'm going to close the public hearing, bring it back to the coastal permit administrator, and I've reviewed the project, reviewed the findings and conditions, and thank you staff for the detailed staff report. It seems like this project is going to be appropriately screened to make sure that there's no visual impacts as well and no impacts to sensitive resources. So with that, I will approve the project subject to the findings and conditions contained within the staff report. And Ms. Johnson, for your awareness, there are 2 appeal periods associated with the project. The first is 10 calendar days with our local board of supervisors, followed by 10 business days with the California Coastal Commission. Of course, Mr. Kleiser will be able to notify you once those appeal periods have passed, and in the meantime, you can certainly work with him on any building permits. So, thank you for your attendance.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, so moving on to item number 4 on our agenda. Are there any matters from staff?
No matters from staff.
Okay. Are there any matters from the public? The Coastal Permit Administrator welcomes participation in meetings. This item is limited to matters under the jurisdiction of the Coastal Permit Administrator, which are not on the posted agenda, and items which have not already been considered by the Coastal Permit Administrator. No action will be taken. If any members of the public wish to speak under matters from the public, please use the raise hand feature. Seeing no hands raised, no members of the public in the room, then I will adjourn the meeting at 11:07 a.m. Thank you for being here.
Quick and easy.
Nice.